Alright there, YouTubers. Sorry for the hoarse voice, but I've got a quick garden update for you this morning. Everything got planted in this weekend and is looking very, very good. Give you a quick overview and then I'm going to tell you what everything is and kind of what the strategy is this year. So we're doing things a little bit differently than we did before. Let's check it out. Alright, so as you can see, lettuce is doing great, chard is doing great. We're at the point where we have enough that we can do a salad every single day. And we are doing it quite often. This is a broccoli that is doing really, really nicely. And right here, these are the early tomatoes that were from Burpee. They're supposed to be producing tomatoes in 50 days from transplant. As you can see, we've already got some flowers on here. So I've been cutting them off up until now, but now I'm just gonna let them go. Over here we've got more lettuce. The peas are really taking off. There's some more chard tucked over there. But what I did in here is I actually planted 3 tomatoes. These are the Mortgage Lifter tomatoes, and they are planted inside my peas. As the peas die out, once it gets hot, those tomatoes are going to shoot right through, and they're going to get trellised right over me in an A-frame. On the opposite side there is kale, which is also doing fantastic, as well as a little bit more chard, which is also doing great over there. Over here in this section, the black-seeded Simpson is doing very well. I have planted in the middle of here some peppers. This is a Jimmy Nardello right here. Here's a jalapeno right here. Here's another Jimmy Nardello, and then finally a Wisconsin Lakes bell pepper. This is all kale, which is doing great. And what's going to happen is as the peppers grow up, that lettuce is all going to come out. And then that broccoli is going to probably compete a little bit with the peppers, but I'm hoping they'll be above it. And I can prune it back a little bit to hang it off over one edge. Over here we got another broccoli in the corner with another lettuce growing right underneath it. Another broccoli over here. All of this is more, I think it's chicory in here. And then again, I've got the peas, and I planted this time peppers in the inside of the peas. So once those are gone, the peppers are going to come up right in between it. This is a hot pepper and India Jawal pepper. And then right over here is a mini red bell pepper. And then right over here in this little corner is a some type of a friar. It's got a longer name. It's an Italian pepper. F-R-I-A-R, like the monk. Over here behind me, we've got another pepper coming, another broccoli coming up. And my beets are finally starting to poke their way up. Got a lot of those little guys just starting to come up, which is very good. And then I've got a whole, this is a eggplant over here, and another eggplant behind it. And I've got a pepper over here. I think that's a, let me check and tell you the real thing. This is another one of those friar, those Italian peppers. And then I've got some tomatoes here. These are our Sheboygan tomatoes that I did last year. Those are 3 of those. This is a Jimmy Nardello there in the middle. And then these 3 are all kohlrabi, and then that's a broccoli. I'm hoping the kohlrabi are going to get done, and I'm going to be able to harvest those and pull them out when the other things are still going strong. Over here are more tomatoes. These are a John Bear tomato. This is more broccoli right here in front, and the concept is the tomatoes I'm going to trellis up in an A-frame, and so the tomatoes on this far side and these tomatoes are going to have an A-frame that's going to come up and down, and then the tomatoes are going to both come up from both sides, and the broccoli will shade out the bottom of where the tomatoes are going to be. Over here are some more tomatoes. These are Brandywines, just a normal kind of generic Brandywine. I've got some cilantro in there and 2 more broccoli that are going to be doing that same thing. So these were those peppers that were next to the eggplants. This is the friar pepper, another jalapeno. My plan is to stick some, I've got some broccoli right here. Then we've got a few more peppers over here. I'll look at the names here so I can tell you what they really are. This is a chocolate bell. This is another one of the India, no, this is another jalapeno. Another India Jawal. This one's a little baby still. Then over here is another chocolate bell. And then this is a mini red bell pepper. We've got a broccoli here. These are just leftover onions that I didn't pull out last year that are resprouting. More broccoli, more broccoli, more broccoli. And then another India Jawal pepper, a Wisconsin Lakes red bell pepper, more broccoli, and these are some tomatoes that are just not looking all that great, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to plant them. I just don't have room right now, and they're not looking awesome, so they're going to suffer. I think they might be hitting the compost bin. So the concept here is that I'm going to do a bunch of these A-frame trellises that are going to go over the beds, and then I'm going to put a few more beds over here. But I kind of got to get everybody in. We're having some really perfect weather for plants, so everything in is very happy. So that pretty much is it as far as the things that I've started already this year. I have a couple of goji berries that are still seedlings that I'm not going to plant out quite yet. I think I might plant in some this year and maybe keep some in pots over the first year, but I'll tell you more about that later. But that's kind of the scoop. It's garden update, and I will keep you all posted. Happy gardening.